What's up, everybody? Welcome to my new series about me taking apart my whole computer, reviewing every little part in it, and yeah. Anyways, today we're gonna overview the specs of the computer and go through how I ended up buying it for so cheap. Let's get started. Let's first go over how I ended up with this computer, shall we? So, I started out as not even thinking about getting a computer at all. I had a motorized bike that I built, and I ended up selling that for a profit. I actually have a review of it as like a private video on my channel because I was so stupid, and like I was like 10 years old, but if you want to see that, it's in the description. Anyways, so I sold that for a profit. After a couple weeks of hard research, I got my first laptop, which had like an i5, 4 gigs of RAM, and you know, it was a pretty decent laptop for like 300 bucks. I upgraded it with an SSD with my own ghetto CD drive replacement with, you know, duct tape and stuff. But I feel sorry for whoever bought it. But anyways, I sold that for a profit. Then I got a couple of Dell Optiplexes, which I was able to upgrade and sell those. So I ended up with another laptop, did the same thing again, and yeah, whatever. I ended up with like $700 to spend on a computer, right? And I kept one of the Optiplexes with, see, these are, put some low profile 750 Ti's in them, but I kept one of them for myself, and then got these awesome monitors. I found a post on Craigslist for gaming computer posted for like 500 bucks. It had this in it, which is a HD 6770, and like, but it had a 4690K and 8 gigs of RAM. It was up there for 500 bucks, and I offered to trade one of my laptops for it, and he declined. But a month later, he came crawling back to me, and he's like, "Yo, you still get that laptop?" Like, nope, but I'll give you 300 bucks for it. No, I didn't say that. I said, I'll give you 250 bucks for it. He's like, "Nah, man, I could do 300. And I'm like, well, you're all the way in Myrtle Beach. If you want me to drive up there, I'll do 250. Anyways, ended up driving halfway for 275. Got it. And like, I feel like that was an amazing deal. Then the second amazing deal I got was from my friend that he tried to buy two 970s for SLI, but his motherboard was too crappy to support it. So he's like, I got a second 970 I could sell you for 150. I'm like, dude, heck yeah. And so he got another offer for 150, and I offered him 170, and I got it, and that's what's in there now. I bought 4 more gigs of RAM for 12, and then I bought Hyper T4, which is back there. Yeah, that's the story behind it. Pretty stoked. It all totaled up to less than 500 bucks, which is amazing for like a VR ready computer, which is what I want to get into next. But look, it's my own VR, cardboard, made with an underwear strap. Now let's go over the specs of the whole computer, how it is now. If you're gonna go over the specs of the computer, you have to give the outside of it some credit. The case is a Thermaltake, what was it? Thermaltake Overseer RXI, or 1, I can't tell, yeah. It has some giant fans in it. It has a 200 millimeter in the front and a 200 millimeter in the back, or on the top, and then like a 120 in the back, and room for like 3 more 200 millimeter fans. It's amazing. They're blue LED too, so yeah, that's that. It has a hot swap hard drive thing in the front, which is kind of cool. Now let's move over to the CPU and motherboard. For the motherboard, I have an ASRock Z97 Pro 4, which is like overclock ready, like certified pretty much. Motherboard that is paired with an i5-4690K, which, yeah, when I bought the whole computer, that was the main part that took up most of the value. So yeah, and then cooling that is a Hyper T4. Hyper T4. Pretty basic. I mean, it was the best cooler I could find for 20 bucks, so I got it. Hyper T4 was like, I mean, the Hyper 212 Evo was on Amazon for like $45. Next we have the graphics card, which I already told you was a GTX 970. It's MSI and it's white. It doesn't really go with the build, but I mean, it was 170 bucks, so screw colors. Maybe I'll paint it later, that'd be cool. Yeah, so pretty amazing for that cheap. Then we have a RAM, which is an 8GB stick and a 4GB stick of Corsair Vengeance DDR3. I overclocked it from 1600 to 1866, so it's still running fine. Then we have power supply, which there's a lot of controversy about this power supply, but it came with the computer I bought, so I just went ahead and kept it. It's a Corsair CX750M, so it's modular. So, and all the cables are black, which is nice, and they kind of don't show that much in my computer, which is nice. But people say they're like untrustable, but I don't know. Give me some suggestions on if I should change it or not, because it's running fine for me right now. Oh yeah, and for keyboard and mouse, we have you don't have it, I mean, it's a Corsair Raptor K50 for the keyboard. It's membrane, but it's really high quality. From what I could tell, it's the best one I've had so far. I have some old, like, Logitech ones and some off-brand, whatever this is, from building computers before, but I like this. It's RGB and pretty comfy. And then we have the mouse, which is a G500S. It has weights right here, so I don't really use them. I just take them all out because I like a lighter mouse, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh yeah, and then I bought these a while ago, which are Sennheiser HD 419s. Yeah, for $35. They're like the best headphones I've ever had. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Really helps me out. Share with your friends if you want to tell them, you know, don't buy that for $500. Get something like this. If the key to getting stuff like this is lots and lots of research. I literally was like scanning eBay and Craigslist every day for at least 2 hours trying to find something good. But yeah, so stay tuned next couple of weeks. I'm gonna be going through every little part, every peripheral that I have, and giving my honest review about it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll catch y'all in my next videos that I'm gonna be making in a couple weeks. See ya.